Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Today, an in-state battle between two teams from the state of Texas, and when you face off against another squad from the Lone Star State, the emotions tend to run a little higher. And the Roadrunners will put total leather to crank us up. Texas. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast, and you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Roadrunners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Got his man on the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And quarterback dropping back, understand I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. Now,
oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in.
He lets it fly. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback moving. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Off play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just...
Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll go right back to him. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To the air, it's Owens. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with fires one high and deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now on 2nd down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Owens. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Into traffic, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to throw, it's Owens. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Roadrunners will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play. He drops back, 1st down. Got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a 1st down. New set of downs, new set of problems.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Butler. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Texas! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He's bringing it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Using his legs, it's Kane. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. On second down, wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. Flying out to the left. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UTSA!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got it on the outside. It's Chavez.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete. He smashes his way through again. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Quarterback will audible. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Tackle is made after the first down. The Longhorns in the hurry up. They try to pop a run on the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Takes the handoff. It's Kane. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those 1st downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Nothing went right in that 1st half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this 1st drive of the offense.
Yeah, the 1st possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air, and it was like he was almost surprised he had the football.
He's off to the races. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to pass. It's Owens. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll run the screen. Got room at the 35. Afterburner's coming. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Texas. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found it.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get behind the defense. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking down the middle. Got it. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He's looking. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Turns it on down the left side. The 40. The 20. The 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And this just goes to show you that explosive plays on offense don't always have to be bombs in the passing game. You can get the ball to your playmakers in space and let them go do the work. How about the speed by that receiver?
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Roadrunner. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for room. It's Ware.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to...
Touchdown, UT San Antonio. What a grab and go for the score. The timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Roadrunners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass, it's Owens. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see.